Was that little intro cool? The little montage? Well, guess what? By the end of this video, you'll learn how to do that stuff too. Today, I'll be teaching you how to do a bunch of different bridging techniques that you can use today on games like Bed Wars and Sky Wars. I know I've made a video like this before, but it was a little chopped. So today, I'm here to make a totally better version that will suit everyone's needs. And if I didn't cater to your needs, you can comment that down below about what bridging technique I should do in the next video. So the first bridging technique, which is called a safe bridge, will help you bridge super easily and quickly to other islands. So for example, the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you're about to bridge on this block. Not specifically this block on this map, but usually the end block of your island. So like right here, you want to either run or walk up. I'll walk up to do it a little slower, and you want to hold down the place button, because if you don't hold down the place button, this will happen. And like, that's not really fun, because dying in Bed Wars isn't a good thing. So the thing you want to do to bridge over there is you want to make sure that you're holding down the place button the whole time, because if you don't, you'll fall. And it's super easy once you get the hang of it. So then again, let's do it. We're gonna run up from here. We're gonna run up to here. Don't let go of the place button. We're gonna keep walking, and it's just gonna build the bridge like right ahead of us, and boom, now you can take their bed. Easy. There's another way to do this bridge, where if you do the exact same thing I do, but you sprint, still holding the place button, you can sprint jump to make your bridge a whole ton faster. This next bridging technique is a little bit harder. It took me a while to learn, and I still don't know how to fully master it. I don't know what this bridging technique is called, but it's usually used to side rush. So when you're building a bridge, usually when you're safe bridging, if you want to try and rush your side over here. Oh, I can't. That's weird. Okay, well, I can't go that far. But we don't need to go that far to side rush magenta. So the thing you want to do is you want to look right at the edge of the block. Because Bedrock code, it's a little bit different than Java, meaning that you can place right in front of you like this. So the thing you want to do is you want to look down, hold the place button, and run up, but make sure you look down. Sometimes you can't always master this because it's a little weird, but as long as you get it right. Let's try it again. You've probably seen like a bunch of Hive Bed Wars YouTubers do this. There we go. It's super easy to do, but kind of hard to master. It takes like a whole ton of practice. But there you go. Now you just rush. There you go. You just rushed magenta again. Wow, 2 bed breaks in one, no way. And so now, it's easier to side rush people, now that you have this really cool, awesome bridge to help you. So, let's say for example, you gotta rush to mid, but you don't know how, because you can't icy bridge. Well, guess what? Now, okay, well, I didn't do it there because it's like kind of difficult to master, but as long as you have practice, you should be able to do it in no time. The next bridge I'm going to show you is rather another easy bridge. This one is called God bridging, or fake God bridging. I was doing quotation marks, but you can't see my hands. So what you want to do is you're going to try and look like right about here to the edge of the block. You're gonna try and make it as far as you can off the block while still crouching. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna look at this part of the block. You're gonna hold down S and D on your keyboard. For other platforms, I don't really know. For controller, you're gonna try and tilt down and to the right corner down for the most part. Then you're going to hold down the place button and hold down S and D at the same time. And then you'll do something like this, which, if you don't know, is a God bridge or a fake God bridge. And it's a lot harder to do on Java, but it's a lot easier to do on Bedrock, which is the opposite. So once more, we're going to crouch to the side, look at this part of the block. We're going to hold down S and D, and we're going to just hold. And it's really easy if you can't master either the jump bridge or any other bridge so far, because it's pretty easy to do. So this next one is called icy bridging, which I haven't mastered either, which is a bad thing, but it's fairly easy to do once you mastered it. What you kind of want to do is look at this corner of the block. You want to face diagonal of a block, and you want to be able to go from left to right, or right to left, right to left. So for this example, we're going to go right to left, or left to right, and we'll see how this goes. I recommend walking if it's your first time icy bridging, because if you sprint, it might mess up your timing. So you want to go like this. Okay, like this. So something like that. Yeah, exactly. Like, you're gonna get something like a zigzag if you time it correctly. So like that, exactly. Okay, that's actually pretty good for me, because like I'm not really that good at it. So yeah. Okay, let's try this one more time. Wait, low key, that's awesome. Okay, hold on. That was like actually like my raw reaction, because like I'm so bad at icy bridging. That was like actually so good for me. Wait, let's try that again. Okay, I messed that up. Well, that's pretty much the whole premise of that bridging technique, and I don't think I'm gonna master it like anytime soon, but with a lot of practice, maybe you can master it too. So now let's try it in a real Bed Wars game. Well, that last kid was hacking, if you couldn't tell. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video or whatever. And I don't really know what I was trying to do with this video, but I hope you learned something from it. So I'll see you guys later in the next video or the live stream or whatever it is. I don't know, but goodbye.